Welcome back to AI Podcast. Beep, beep, boop, bop, bop. We no longer have humans because we no studio. Welcome back to Alcohol Contest. I am a human. I'm not an AI, even though that's a cool new thing. Ryan, though, he's an AI.
I've been an AI the whole time.
Exactly. I actually programmed all of these people. Hello, Rick. Don't mind him. He's
an older model.
He's an older model.
T1.
We are here to review some scotch. Scotch. I won't do the whole quote. Okay, I'll let you guys survive. Boys, what are we doing here? This is a long time coming, in my opinion.
It is a long time coming.
All of us have been waiting. I have been eyeing this up. We've stared at it. Is it worth it? I know I haven't had a sip of this, and I see some of it.
Oh, yeah,
so Rick has been having a time for himself.
Wee nips.
Yeah,
Imbibing.
So I'm excited. I hope you folks at home are excited for this one. But I'm not to bury the lead. What's going on, folks? Or not, folks? Boys.
Boys.
Sorry, I'm used to talking.
Who's the real AI?
Yeah. What are we drinking?
Got a loop in your program.
What are we drinking? What are we?
We have some Compass Box. So Compass Box is a blended Scotch. So it's not single malt. It's blended, and it is. Here's what I love about it. It is super transparent. You can go online, and as a matter of fact, had this bottle for a long time. We've been meaning to do this, and so I did quite a bit of research. Don't have it with me now because it's been a long time, but I can tell you this. They have like pie charts of the percentage and what different distilleries that they pulled from, what year. I mean, it's sort of mind-boggling. It's almost too much information, but I love the transparency. I can't remember any of it for this Compass Box, but it's they label it they have a number of products. This one's the Peat Monster. It's 92 proof, so it's a blended Scotch, and it's going to obviously have peat on it because that was sort of the intent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I will say, before we go any further, that who loves pie charts and lots of information? Robots do. Okay, folks. Robots love that information. I just needed to prove a point. They are well programmed, even though he is an older model.
I am an older model. Anyway, so Compass Box, Peat Monster, whiskey maker is John Glaser. So he was in the Scotch business for years and decided to just start blending. So he's got, obviously, he's talked to different distilleries.
Is he American?
I think either that or Brit. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
What's the saying about distilling? I think it's those who can't distill blend.
So here's what he says. We are Scotch whiskey makers. This word whiskey maker is our word. It doesn't appear in a dictionary. To us, it combines product and process, making them one, defining our approach. Each whiskey begins with an idea, a vision formed through a combination of traditional practice and inspiration. Different than a distiller, more than a blender, we are Scotch whiskey makers. Right. So that's their little marketing
Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with that, but I'll let him have it because it's not in the dictionary.
You haven't tasted it yet.
Yeah, we'll see. But whiskey maker, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. Yeah.
Wow. I need to adjust his programming.
There's a vitriol.
Little too
we'll see.
Saucy.
Yeah, we'll see. Yes, it's a little saucy. Saucy.
So I'll give him. I've had some Compass Box stuff.
Oh, I have
before,
as well.
And I'm impressed by their stuff in general, and I will say they do take the blending idea and make it more artisan.
Yeah.
Whereas, most of your blended scotches are your like Johnny
cheaper,
Walkers and stuff that they're trying to like mass produce.
Well, Johnny Walker's not cheap, but
no, some of their stuff is super cheap. Like the red label and stuff is really cheap and not very good. Where they are doing something craft with it, so I respect that, and the fact that they're transparent, super nice. Transparent almost as much as this whiskey is.
Yeah, for real.
It's
this
light.
with my sunglasses on. This looks like water.
Yeah,
it's light. Yeah,
but
give that a whiff. Knows that
it smells like peat.
It does, but
not crazy like Isla.
Yeah, I know. Who would you kind of direct it towards in terms of distillery? Like this isn't like Lefroy.
No. No.
I wish I could. Seriously, I had this all written
like
out
maybe like Bunnahabhain
months ago.
I think it kind of leans towards Bunnahabhain for me, a little bit sweeter,
or a little kind of Bruichladdich-ish.
Now we're showing how ignorant we are because all you have to do is look this up. While you're watching the podcast, you could look it up and see how.
Show how dumb we are.
I guess.
I mean, I literally did have all this down. I just can't remember any. I mean, because the other thing is, it really was. I mean, don't quote me on this, but there's like 10 different distilleries. Involved with this.
Yeah. It's kind of it's a very sweet peat.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable.
It's not that mossy peat.
Yeah. It's not like you got a campfire right next to you or anything.
No.
Ooh, but it's just like really nice, mellow. You can just kind of sit in it.
I get some iodine on it, but I'm getting iodine. I'm getting some fruit on it.
Some kind of vegetation.
Like some pineapple on the Barbie, something like that. Bit. Like some roasted fruit.
Yeah.
Pineapple on Barbie.
On the barbecue. On the barbecue.
Yeah, it's actually
coming to you from down under.
The nose is fantastic.
It's pleasant. It's
now let's see
pleasant.
if the whiskey makers, if they really fit the bill and we can taste it.
Well,
yeah, no, there is a lighter note of almost like an acidic white wine.
Oh, yeah, a little bit
with the peat and stuff.
Ooh,
that's really interesting.
Okay,
you've tasted
it. Did you both sip it?
Yeah, I did. Interesting. All right, so this is this is like a Bunnahabhain 12-year with its kind of light peatness and its olive notes.
There's a little bit
the saline a little bit.
There's a little olive brine, yeah.
But I think it's like an in between the Laphroaig and Bunnahabhain. And sure, you can add in some other distilleries that are similar on like the lighter peat or things like that. But you have the Bunnahabhain 12-year, which is what's the oliveness is bringing to mind, and the lightness, by the way, too. But it like keeps a nice smoke note,
dude,
throughout it.
It's got like a smoked meat flavor in there.
And it's pushing it the whole time.
It's almost like a lighter version of the Ardbeg Bizarbecue.
Okay, yeah.
Because there is like that grilled, salted meat.
Oh, for sure.
That's coming through on like the sides of the tongue.
Yeah. This has legs. It's pushing that note through the whole palate, and it's staying there. It's giving you time to experience the flavor that it brings. And I would like it has a little bit of leftover kind of notes. I almost getting like an apple, like a applesauce in the back of the palate. But I'm much more impressed with the wave of flavor is just like, we're just going to stick here and you're going to have some time to figure out what's going on here. Yeah. And then it just kind of slowly dies off. It's not like this is the smokiest thing. The Peat Monster is almost misleading.
Well, it's been tamed.
Yeah.
The monster's been tamed.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's there. There's definitely a smokiness that goes throughout. But it's a good ride. There's olive brine. There's grilled pineapple. There's apple. There's honey. There's the sweetness there. There's a little vegetal going on.
On the finish, like the far finish, is definitely where I get olive and olive brine. Like that is coming through hard on the end.
Yeah.
But as you're tasting it, to me, it's like the olive brine's a little bit there, but it's overpowered by that kind of meaty, hefty note.
But it doesn't go fully into the like Laphroaig meat.
No,
not like the cast strength 10-year Laphroaig.
It goes.
It's like the Bizarbecue.
It goes in every direction, but then it like reels it back right before it goes into like this is the main flavor component.
Yeah,
it lets everything. This is a fantastic blend. It lets everything exist and just kind of move around.
Coexist.
Each other. Yeah. And they complement each other.
I mean, there's definitely the more I'm going back to the nose, I'm picking up more sweetness on the nose now that my palate's adjusted to the smoke.
This is how you introduce people into Islay Scotch. There's my hot take. The reason why. Here's another hot take. I got lots of hot takes today. I would much rather have a Lefroy. This makes me just want more peat. But that's my palate. I want that. Give me that smoke. Give me that iodine. I want to know what you got, Lefroy. I want to know what you got, Ardbeg. You know, like, this is almost, it's too reserved for me.
Interesting.
It's enjoyable, and I would certainly drink this. Would I purchase this over something else in something that's a little bit more like directly towards a distillery? I don't think so, actually. And I'm glad I tasted it to know that. Because I would gladly pick up something that's a little bit more smoky for my palate. Which is why I think this is a really good introductory to Islay Scotch, because you're getting not too much smoke, and you're getting a nice sweetness, and it's a journey. And it's like nothing is offensive about this at all.
No, it's pleasant.
If you have someone who's wanting to get into Scotch or just into whiskey in general, man, I say if you got this bottle, this is what you share with them.
It's a fun one.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. I think they did a very good job blending this.
I do. The only misnomer is that it's sort of fun, but it's not truly a peat monster. There's peat on it, absolutely, and there's smoke on it. But it's there's a lot of other delectable. There's many different things happening here, and it's not the heavily peated.
Yeah, I was expecting something to like be like, what the F is this? You know, like I haven't had any of their bottles because I'm very turned off by the marketing, and also I'm not going to spend this much money on them. But the Smokehead bottles,
yeah,
if those aren't blast you with charcoal and peat, then it's just a complete like they're totally missing at least what I would expect from them, right? This is I already know Compass Box is very much classier in the Scotch. You know, like they're good blenders, and I've had the other stuff. I've yet to have this. I'm a little bit disappointed in how well this is made because I wanted something a little bit more spiky, a little bit more peat.
Sure. But
that doesn't mean it's not a big good whiskey.
I think they got exactly what they wanted when they were putting this together. And I mean, I'm here for it. I like it a lot.
I think, Rick, you might be right. It's maybe the interpretation should be we got all these different whiskeys, and the monster is trying to bring them together and tame them. Yeah. And maybe they did tame it, and it's just the peat monster.
The peat tamer or something. I mean, because I think it's good. Seriously, it's hitting many different notes.
I think they nailed it. I think
it's good.
Is really nice.
Everything I said does not mean I don't like it.
Yeah.
But what I'm
expectations,
what I tend towards, what my palate tends towards. I mean, I'm a Lefroy boy all the way. I'm a fanboy of Lefroy.
Yes,
got to get you an Octomore.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to try for sure. I want that parts per million, baby.
Yeah, you got to spend $300 on it though.
Oh yeah. Soon. Once these subscribers start kicking up, you know.
Once we get our sponsors to
get us to do studio,
get that Kickstarter going.
Well, anything else to say about this? I think we covered. It's fantastic, right?
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Look out for the future when we do a sampling of other Compass Box stuff because we got that.
No, we might do that sampling next to the Interstate Highway, but
yeah. Because we're coming to you, folks. That's what's going on. We might be in your backyard next. We could be at an airport because we need to travel to someone else's backyard.
Yeah.
We could be anywhere.
Can't be at the library anymore.
Yeah, we can't be at the library. We can't be at someone's house. We've been officially kicked out by Big Studio. And you know what? It is time for us to move on, and
catch us on First Avenue.
Exactly. We're gonna be
your town.
We're now gonna be busking downtown with the podcast. So hopefully, with the tips that we get in our little
we'll
violin
get a
box,
cardboard sign.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, folks, you like this episode because we're still bringing them to you, even in this distressful period of our lives with no studio. We're unstudioed is the PC term for it. podcasters all over the nation are struggling, and with your support, with your likes, your subscribes, and your comments, we will be back on top like Rocky 3.
Like Rocky 3.
Bye-bye.